Hello, everyone, and welcome to class. I'm Kate. I'm an English teacher here on Verbling, and today's class is for intermediate learners, and it's a reading class, so reading and discussion, essentially. Is reading an article, a news article together. In this case, it's on the topic of personality and psychology, so hopefully you all will find it interesting. We'll be looking at some vocabulary from that article and sort of doing a comprehension check with that. And then at the end of the class, we'll save some time for discussion. So for those of you who are new to Verbling, Verbling is a language learning platform with classes available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in both English and Spanish. There are also, so these are group classes. There are also private classes which you can take with a specific professor. You sign up for a class one-on-one, and those classes are in more other languages. So English, Spanish, Chinese, French, tons of different languages, which is another cool opportunity to practice your fluency. Okay, so so far there are no students here. So I guess I will just wait for some students to arrive. And if people show up, we will start the class. Again, this class is for intermediate to advanced students. It's a reading and discussion class. So what we'll be doing is looking at a news article and then talking about, sharing our opinions on the article after we sort of check to make sure that we've understood exactly what the article is talking about. Okay. And hi, Yukino.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine. How's it going?
I'm doing well, thank you.
That's good. Thank you.
Good. So, Yukino, I think today we're going to have a small class. It might just be you. We might have one other student. So
I think other students will come
you think other students
gradually.
gradually, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this seems like there were only a couple of reservations, so a smaller class than usual, but that's okay.
Also, today is Monday. I think there is Monday's repression among many people.
You think so?
Yes, I think so.
Funny. Yukino, so how was your weekend?
Yes, a weekend is for me it's a quite busy time for my job.
Okay.
Like you, I work as a teacher, language teacher. So
Oh, I didn't know that.
students,
Very nice.
many students want to learn language.
And what language
weekend.
do you teach?
I teach Japanese.
You teach Japanese.
Yes, sometimes Russian.
Wow, Russian as well.
Yeah. Yes,
That's very
because
impressive.
I'm a kind of specialist of Russian language.
Okay. So you studied Russian language growing up and everything?
Yes, I graduated institute here in Moscow. So
So you did university here, or
yes,
in Russia?
in Russia, yes.
Wow, that's very impressive. Yeah.
My specialty is teaching foreign language. Teaching method of language as a foreign language. So.
Okay.
Yes.
So teaching the method. Okay, very interesting. So you teach teachers.
Yes. So Barbarin class is very useful, not only for improving my English, but also knowing good method of teaching.
That's very interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
And what are some of the most effective things you've seen on Verbling so far?
Yes, because as a position position as a student helped to understand deeply how better to teach.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And so, have you ever taken something that you've seen a teacher do in Verbling and sort of used it in your profession?
Yeah, many people recommend me to teach here in
Uh-huh.
Barbering, but I don't have I don't have confidence
You don't have the
in
confidence.
yes. Also, I think there are not so many people want to learn Japanese.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, yeah.
I think so. Anyway,
I
that's
don't
very
know.
cool. I'm happy you shared that.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
All
I'd
right.
be glad to teach you Japanese someday. Yes.
And hi, Khaled.
Yeah, hi, Kev.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. What's about you?
I'm doing well. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, sorry, just because, hello?
Yes?
Okay, it's normal weekend, yeah.
Normal weekend? What did you do?
Some exercises and the whole day with my family, staying in the home, watching some, using the Verbling site and watching some class here.
Very
You
nice.
know, yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, welcome and happy Monday to both of you. As Yukino was saying, Monday can be a little depressing, so hopefully we'll have a fun class and it won't be the case.
I have joined Barbering already more than 1 year, and I know that Monday, I think there are few students in Monday
The fewest
in
students.
comparison with other days. Yes, yes.
I
So
believe that, yeah.
don't worry.
This is one of the
That's
smallest class. I think this is the smallest class I've ever had. So anyway, yeah. So but it's I think it's better, right? It's good to have more time to practice speaking. It engages the students more. So I think
Yes,
it's better for the students. So
sometimes it happens. Only
it
one
happens sometimes.
student. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's rare. I know.
It's rare.
Yeah, yes. It's rare, but sometimes. I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay.
A coincidence sometimes.
Coincidence. All right. So today we'll be reading a news article. We'll be sort of looking at maybe some new vocabulary and expressions.
I'm sorry, Carl. I hear a lot of noise from you. Could you mute your microphone when you are not talking? Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Oh, and we have a new student who's just joined us.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Nana.
Nana. Very nice to meet you. I'm Kate.
Nice to meet you too.
And Nana, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from California.
From California.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And are you from California?
I'm from Japan.
From Japan. Okay, but you live in California. Very cool. That's very interesting. Are you working there or studying there?
I am studying.
Studying.
Yes.
Very cool. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so I was just introducing our topic today. So we'll be looking at a news article, and it's related to the idea of personality. So it's kind of like a psychology-related news article, which I think are always interesting.
Yeah, it is.
So before we read the article, I just want to talk a little bit about this subject to get you all thinking about the subject of the article. So, Khaled, can you read the instructions for number 1?
Warm-up discussion. Define what does personality mean. Can you use it in instance? Can you give example?
Okay. So just kind of a broad question. how would you all, what is personality? How would you all define the idea of personality?
You ask me or the class?
The class.
Okay. Yeah, I think when we talk about the personality, there's a variety of personality in the human. So some personal is more emotional or more sensitive. Some people maybe we call D people, strong people. It's working hard and. So there's a character, or there's a different character in our personality.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, absolutely. Great. And would you say that personality and character are synonyms?
Sorry?
So do personality and character mean the same thing? Are they similar ways of describing the same thing?
Sometimes yeah, the character is different between from personality, but just I used here to describe. Sometimes you look to the character is when you see the someone his character or his face is it seems to be maybe all the time. Sometimes. He looks to you like with the character maybe you know
Like,
but personality you cannot understand the personality until maybe you deal with that guy and you will feel his personality after some practice with him and yeah work
okay.
with him.
Okay, interesting. So character is more visible for you.
I think character is a nature of this person. Personality is a kind of character, but it's a way people behave towards other people. So in society, character in the society, it's personality. I think
Okay.
so.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't have any, concrete answers to this. We usually use character and we talk about your character or your personality as being similar things, but I think it's interesting that you all are looking at some subtle differences. Good. Okay, anything to add? Can any of you use it in a sentence? I know this is sort of a basic question, but there are a lot of different ways we can use the word personality in sentences.
For example, we often say strong personality.
Absolutely. So, in a sentence?
Maybe Carl is an ambitious man with a strong personality.
Yeah, he's an ambitious man with a strong personality. Good. Or he has a strong personality. Absolutely. Good. Good. Okay. All right. And let's look at number 2. Nana, can you read number 2A?
Sure. A test can accurately predict personality.
Okay, so here we're saying if we agree or disagree with these statements and why. So what do you all think about this?
I agree with that. A test can accurately predict personality.
Okay. Why do you agree?
Because here we talk about the test that we use to know what's the personality of the people, right? Yeah. Because there's a test when you ask the people some questions, you can find at the end this man maybe with a strong personality and something like that. I used this test before and
really
at the end, I found my my personality maybe, which is D. I mean a lot of CEO or presents with this character personality.
Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. The rest of you, do you agree? And sorry, welcome to Luis. Hi. Luis, are you there? Okay, I can't hear you, Luis, but if you're there, welcome. Feel free to jump in whenever. It might be a microphone thing.
I think test is not enough developed now to accurately predict personality. You can know only one aspect, only one side of your personality with the test, because because your personality is very complex and deep into your inside. So it is impossible to precisely know your personality with a test.
Okay, it's too complex of an issue, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with sorry, Yangu. Yeah, the name. How I can your name Yangu, right?
Yukino, right?
But maybe the personality is difficult to know without practice, or but you can figure out in general the character of the personality by the test. That's not what I mean.
Okay, so you're sort of in agreement, right? So you can find out some basic things about a person's personality, but it's a very complex and involved thing. Okay, and Luis, let's see, is your microphone working? No, still no. Okay, no problem. All right, Khaled, can you read letter B?
B.
Yes.
Personality tests are very important for employers. Employers, yeah.
Good. What's the difference between an employer and an employee?
Employers, the employees, it's who employee, who the one is looking for a job. Employee is the owner of the job.
An employer is like a business, right? It's a person
yes,
who
company
can,
or HR or something like
Absolutely, perfect. Okay, good. So, so what do you all think? Are personality tests important for employers? So people who are hiring.
Yes, the people are hiring. Yeah.
Do you think these tests are important?
Yeah, I think it's important. Yeah, because some reporting showing that the people failed, maybe more 20% of the people failed in the work. Not the reason, not the technical or what is the skills they have. They failed because there is personality or human fact. So that's why I think you can find a good technical engineer with good skills, but he can't work with their colleagues in the team. So at the end, he will be failed. So that's why the HR or the employers use this test to know what kind of that employee.
Yeah, very interesting. So looking at sort of the social abilities of this person.
Yes,
and
that's
just
right.
so Khaled said HR, which for those of you who don't know is human resources. So the people who deal with hiring new people. All right, any other comments on this one? On letter B?
I think when I did job hunting before, I have some personality test. I uh, before interview, but I didn't like it because I know personality test is very uh, just I know for many companies personality test is just the first step of finding employees, and many people even know that it is no such big meaning of take giving a personality test
Mm-hmm.
for job hunter. So
Okay.
job
All right.
hunting people. So I think
So it's sort of
yes,
overvalued.
yes, overvalued, and many no, even many personal staffs in many companies now uh, doesn't matter the result of the personality test. They they pay attention more to interview. So
Got it.
I think
Okay.
it is not so
Okay. So
important.
it's not something. Okay. I see what
Yes,
you mean.
now.
Okay. Good.
But the personality test is included in the interview. It's part of the interview. That's why.
Okay. So you're saying it's not like they administer a test, but they try to figure out what your personality is like through the interview.
Yes, yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's very
Okay.
important. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair. What about letter C? Do you think that, well, let's see, Yukino, can you read letter C?
Personality tests are very important for people because it tells them the perfect job.
Okay, so I don't know if any of you have ever taken a test like this, but I actually had to take one of these when I was growing up that was supposed to predict what job I would have, and it was completely wrong. So I don't know if I believe this. What do you all think?
For me, it's when I did the test, it's exactly what's my job. So it seems
Really?
perfect for me. It was maybe last year when that time I was the CEO of the National Information Security Authority. The general manager of the NISA, which is the
Mm-hmm.
cybersecurity authority in Libya. So DC, it's find me as a D with D character or personality D, which is all of CEOs or top leaders with this personality or should have this personality.
Okay, very interesting. So you were very similar to the results you saw.
Yeah.
Mhm. And what about Nana, Yukino? What do you think?
As I mentioned, I think you can know this. I, 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 you can know person's personality with the personality test. Only one side of this person. So I think and every person has a big potential and possibility. So it is very um, mm, I think many people overestimate the result of personality test,
Mm-hmm.
and even it is dangerous
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
decide only your possibility only with personality test.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. So different points of view here. Okay, let's move on. Nana, can you read letter D? Nana, are you there? Okay, I'm not sure. Let's see. Khaled, can you read letter D?
Yeah, CEOs and other leaders tend to have strong, dominated personalities.
Okay, and I assume you agree with this?
That's what I said.
Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly what you said before.
Yeah.
And so you don't think that leaders can be sort of introverts, people who are more reserved,
People more.
who are more shyer, who are quieter, who aren't quite as aggressive or, you know, as
I
dominant?
think sometimes the CEOs should be a good listener. So the people sometimes the problem, the stronger personality, it's sometimes so aggressive. But this is what has happened to me. I am not a good listener, so I should practice to listen to other, not and also that's why the good leader it has a strong personality with and if you see him you will find him is quiet. Sometimes you think that that person is not aggressive, but I mean you can play with your when you need to be more aggressive, when you need to be good listener. So it's that's why you can improve your personality, your leader skills. Every time you learn from mistakes.
Definitely.
But I believe I like the American leaders or American style. Flexibility is very important for me.
Good. Interesting.
Like Obama, you see Obama is more social and yeah.
Definitely. Good. And the last point, E, would any of you want to change your personality? Are there any things that you would like to change about your own personality? So Khaled, you said you would like to be a better listener.
Yes.
Nana or Yukino, what about you?
Regarding the question there, I'd like to say that it, of course, I think there is a tendency of CEO to have a strong dominant characters, but there are many kind of leaders, and every country has their own desired leaders. For example, in Japan, people estimate highly leaders with humble personalities.
Okay. With humility.
Yes. Humility is one of the best best personality for leaders. Even there, we often say that there is a saying, the bow that bear most hang, the bear that bear most hang lowest.
Okay.
So
okay, yeah, so there it's sort of a different cultural value. And I like that. I think that's very good. Yeah. Okay. I see that. Really interesting, all of you. Okay, so I want to actually move on to the article, so just mostly in the interest of time. So, so this article is about a recent study that they did in cognitive psychology about personality, saying that color and your color preferences can predict personality. So I'll be curious to see what you all think about that. And so here's a link to the article that we'll be reading. So if all of you can open that, that would be great. Okay, and I think what we'll do is we'll read this out loud together, just so you have some practice, you know, reading a text reading a text out loud in English, practicing your pronunciation, your speed, your intonation, etc. Okay, so we'll read it out loud first, and then I'll give you time to go back and reread it on your own. So let's see. Is it Yukino or Yuki? Do you prefer Yuki?
You can just call me Yuki.
Yuki, okay.
It would be easy.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So Yuki, can you read the first paragraph, please, of this article?
Okay. Just a minute.
Okay.
Color predict personality. What color do you prefer? The seemingly simple answer may predict your personality, at least according to a recent developed test. The new task takes 6 seconds to complete, and asks takers to order as many as 15 colored squares by preference.
Good.
For example, which color do you like the least? Black, gray, or white? Much like other personality tests, this one can help individuals choose jobs that match their personality profiles. However, this test is unique because most other tests are verbal and may not translate well to other languages or cultures. The new test, solely based on colors, can be used all over the world.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. Nana, are you there? Your microphone is muted. Okay, I'm not sure if you're there. Anyway, Khalid, can you read the next paragraph?
The test has already been administered to more than 750,000 people, including more than 800 famous CEOs. The test predicted the group of CEOs as whole was suited for upper management. Yet surprisingly, the test indicated that these CEOs would make good social workers, artists, and teachers. They overwhelmingly preferred magenta, red, and yellow. They preferred magenta, red, and yellow compared to most people. According to the test, these colors mean the person is not so much of a perfectionist, but is also more emotionally unstable than others.
Okay, great. And this word is overwhelmingly. Overwhelmingly.
Overwhelmingly. Overwhelmingly.
Yes, and it means to a very high extent. So they very much preferred. So the majority preferred. Okay, very nice. Thank you. Yuki, can you finish the article?
Okay. As more people take the test, the result will increasingly be refined. This means the test will predict personalities even more effectively in the future. No one knows why or how color can predict personalities, but the answer likely lies deep within the brain and neuroscience. In addition, there may be alternative uses for the test too, such as detecting psychological disorders and other diseases like dementia. Marketers, advertisers, and other industrials that use psychology already exploring methods to use colors. Expect to see more about colors and their influence in the near future.
Okay, excellent. Thank you both very much. Okay, so I know this is sort of a dense article. There's a lot of interesting vocabulary, a lot of sort of more advanced vocabulary here. So I want you to reread this on your own. I'll give you, 5 minutes to just review it. Pay special attention to the underlined words, okay? Because I want to talk and see if you have any questions about them. And then just try to make sure you understand the main ideas of the article. Okay, so in about 5 minutes, we'll start to discuss vocabulary, main concepts, and any questions that you have. Was there a question or? Okay. Okay, so let's start to talk about this article. So first of all, what questions do you have about the content, about vocabulary, anything you found confusing or you're unsure about?
It's clear for me.
It's clear?
It's clear. Just why they name it solely.
Solely. Okay.
Solely, yeah.
Okay, so that's not the name. So solely,
Solely.
a synonym for solely is only. So solely, another
only,
way to say this would be it's only based on colors. Do you see? So it's not the name. It's saying that it's only based on colors. So on nothing else.
Dependent on the color, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just the color. Okay, good. Great. All right, so and all of these vocabulary words were clear.
Yeah, clear.
Okay. All right. Good. Great. All right. So and this color, had you heard of this color before? Magenta?
The first time I hear it, but I know it now.
You know it now. You looked it up. Okay. Yeah. So magenta is like in between red and pink. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So can someone give me like a short summary of this article? So what happened and why is it important?
This is an article about a new method, new test to predict your personality. It uses a color. It is very simple because it only uses color. And there is the advantage of using this test. It is a non-verbal test, so it only can be applied. It can be applied all over the world. And this test is used for this test is very effective to know the best character for CEO. Some color has like magenta. Some color has can predict that this person is many as a result. Many CEO prefer some kind of colors. And this color test can be applied for other areas. For example, this detecting disorders and dementia.
Okay, good. And what is dementia?
Dementia is a disease that among elder people, they tend to forget the things, basic things.
Yeah, so it's like memory loss, essentially. Yes. Yeah, good. Okay, really, really good summary, Yuki. And some other question. So we know that CEOs preferred certain colors. So what colors did they have, and what sort of personality traits did they have?
They prefer yellow, red, and magenta as more than other colors. And their personality is maybe more strong, and they like teacher or more. They have more sociality or more social than other.
Okay. All right. And there was something that I found very interesting about that paragraph that describes the personality traits of CEOs. What else did they say about these personality traits?
This personality test say the predict personality not only knowing the the preference of CEO, but also finding your best job, and also you can know many aspects of your own personalities to decide a lot of things in your field of your life.
No, absolutely. But I mean specifically with CEOs. So in this second paragraph, they say that CEOs, let's see, the test predicted that a group of CEOs as a whole, blah, 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 sorry, here. It also indicated that these CEOs would make good social workers, artists, and teachers.
I see.
Isn't that interesting? What do you all? Why do you think that's true?
I
don't
think,
have a good answer for this.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Yes, I think social work. So because good social workers, artists, and teachers also like same color as CEO likes.
You think? Okay.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, and why is that? What sort of characteristics do you think these very different professions have in common? Can you think of anything? So how is a CEO similar to a teacher or an artist?
They are more emotionally stable.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
And also the more social.
More social? Okay.
The teacher should have, it should be good speaker, and also the CEOs should be very, very good speaker. And also the teacher should be good listener. The CEOs should be also good listener. So I think the good speaker, more social than other, and also the good CEOs and good teachers should be good listener to listen to the student and what they need, and so
That's
there,
true.
yeah.
And where are you seeing?
I missed important things in according to this. You asked according to this article, yeah. Yes, they are not perfectionist. Yes.
Which is very interesting, right? Because we think of CEOs as sort of the ultimate, type A perfectionists.
Yes.
Right. And
so being too much perfect. It's not so good for becoming a leader. Yeah.
Yeah, and Khalid, you're saying that from the article you saw that CEOs are more social. Where are you seeing that?
Just a minute. Good social workers.
Okay, so that's what I asked, because a social worker is actually a separate profession. It's a specific profession. So it's a social worker is someone who helps people who need help fitting in to society. So this might be children who have lost their parents. This might be people who are very poor and need help, finding ways to get jobs and to have a stable income and to find housing. So this is actually a specific profession. So I just wanted to point out that difference. So here, social just means a social worker is a specific job. It's not a descriptor. Does that make sense? Okay, hopefully. All right, good. And another question, what does the article say about marketing? So how could marketers use the results of this study?
Detecting the detecting psychological disorders and other disease.
Mm-hmm. So this would be probably...
Marketers can use this test to predict the tendency of consumption and client preference.
Good, yeah. So
brain, yeah, okay.
I think good, yeah. Khaled, what you were saying is true. This is how, so the detecting psychological disorders, etc. That's how psychologists probably would use these tests. And then, yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Yuki. Marketers would use it to detect or to predict people's preferences, which could be very interesting. Very nice. Okay, and so do you all think that this test is legitimate? Do you think this would really work?
I think it. Go ahead.
You first.
Thank you. I think this test, this new test is interesting. It's very unique, and it is very. I think it would be fun to know your personality with color. It's very interesting. But as I mentioned, it is personality. There are many elements of your personality. Personality is made of a lot of elements, so it is very difficult to know your personality only from the result of the test. So, and it's dangerous to decide your personality and your future job only from a paper test. So I think, so yes, I think so.
Okay, it could be potentially dangerous. Okay, and why do you say it could be dangerous?
Because seeing the result of a paper test, you can decide your future job, even future your wife. Or so.
Yeah, absolutely. So you might feel like you know the result and you're trapped in that.
Yes. But every person has vast possibility, and you can do in the future maybe the things you cannot predict, and you have a ability that you don't know now. So so it is. I think there are some kind of dangerous moment.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
Including in such a kind of test.
Very interesting.
And also, I think because this kind of test is still new, so it's maybe in future the researchers will find maybe improvement, or there's some holes or gaps in this test, so they will working on it. But I agree with Yuki that sometimes you are not fair to say this man is with this personality, and you don't give him a chance until you try, or I mean until maybe if you try him, you will find another personal with new personality. So you will miss, I think from this history, like Edison, like other people, the teacher find them is the stupid children, but they made a lot of what happened with Edison, with Einstein, the same. They have a very, very big brain, and they bring us a lot of good things.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. I think that's true, and I think the two of you feel similarly on that point, from what I understood. And so, Khaled, you said that you think your career very much suits your personality, right? You're a leader and you have a strong personality. Are there any other careers that you could imagine that would also suit your personality?
I think I can be a good teacher also, because I used to be like this, because when I was in the high school, I teach other students in the university.
Ah, okay. Good. So you could see yourself being a teacher. It's an interesting relationship there. And Yuki, what about you? Do you feel like what type of career is suited to your personality?
And I have lived for a long time, but until now, so far, I don't know what job is suitable for me. It's a very difficult question. So because as I mentioned, people have their own hidden character and a lot of elements of in your personality. So it is not difficult to decide. But I think teacher is one best option of my ideal job. Yes.
Yeah, you're a good listener. You're good at explaining things like that. Okay. All right. So unfortunately, we're just about out of time for today's class. Are there any last-minute questions or comments? Okay. So if not, I want to thank you all for your participation. You've been a very interesting class, and it was great to hear your opinions. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you again soon in class. All right, bye everyone.
Thank you for the class and the interesting article.
Good. Okay, bye-bye.
I'll try to test the color. Okay.
Yes, you should check. Okay. All right, see you later.
Take care, see you.
Bye-bye.